We find ourselves back here, Richland Valley Vineyard. We are going to landscape. We're going to push this down a bit. Make this bigger. Whoops. You know, I don't know how to put water in there. That's the one place I'm a little lost. Decoration? No. Landscaping, plants. Trees. Oh, that's too big. We're gonna make that a little smaller. There's a little birdie here. Just a little guy there. Bob Ross didn't have an English accent. We just want that little bush to pop right there. Pop. Perfect. Okay, so now we need to figure out how to put water in there. I don't know that we have a water tool. Others? Lights? Fences? Production? Yeah, that's a good thing that I don't know how to do that. Hold on a second. With the simple addition of the mod Natural Rivers, Waters, and Ponds Pack, we can add a pond. Just like that. Oh, whoa, whoa. I hate that song. It's $2,000 pond. There we go. Oh, wait, no. It's a double pond on the shore. Look at how look at how real that looks. Okay, now we just go back to our, that's not what I wanted to do. To our landscaping, and we're going to paint a happy little bush. Right there, there's some sand. Oh, and once you put the water down, that's it, man. Like there's no going back, man. That's all permanent there, I guess. Bark, bark. That's sucky. But what are you gonna do? Plants, can we put plants in here though? Nope. That costs lots of money. Oh, plants are free. My God, those dogs. Painting grasslands. Patchy grasslands. So what I'm trying to do here is no. Oh, son of a biscuit. No. No, that really actually looked... Oh, nope. There we go. I've drawn too big. It doesn't look It doesn't look just like it looked in the book. I'm gonna get rid of all this stuff for now. I'm just trying to make this grass, and then we'll come back and unpatchy it. A little patchy grass here. Okay, so one of the things that I'm going to have to do is demolish this. Yep. Okay, and we'll set this up, and then actually, that's not half bad the way it is now. I might just leave that. La 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 Elmo's world. The dogs, I'm hoping that's a bone that I'm hearing upstairs on the ground. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Looking good. Let's see, trees. We do want a really big weeping willow. Is that the same one that's out there? Yes. So we'll do this one instead. And there we go. What other kind of trees do we have here in Ohio? That looks pretty convincing. Oh, that looks nice. A little pondy area when you come in. Trees, rocks, sculpting, painting, trees, plants, decorato. Are there little fish we could anoint others? Oh, that's rivers. Little French farm building for decoration, decor purposes. Nah, that's a little too over the OTT. Yeah, it's too much of a... That looks kind of cool. That'll bring the ground straight. Oh, I bumped my microphone, sorry. And over here, we just need something a little bit more up front here. I'm gonna plants. Let me just grow some grass here. All right, on this side of the fence is field, but I do feel like we need to put a grass berm around the edges. So we like No, that is way too big. Arthur, if there was an undo tool, that would be really good right now. Arthur. Like that size is what I was thinking. Because we did cut right into like the sugar beet field. I don't think I want grass going back. Like that, maybe? It kind of fixes up the areas. Yeah. It's growing in just the way I didn't want it to grow in, which is good, because that'd be like real life. I'm like, shoot, why does it not grow there? And then it's all patchy. There we go. That looks a little bit more natural. Until next year when we tear it up with a plow. Looking really good. This looks great. So let's take a ground level gander at what we've done. I'm gonna hop in the Jeep and drive in. Hello, Jeep. Wow. Stuttery frame rates. Stuttery, not buttery. Ah! All right, that looks pretty sweet. Kind of a bumpy driveway. Boing. Yeah, a bumpy parking lot too. That's all right though. It's farm sim. Eight different light settings. There we go. This thing. It's showing wear and tear already on the paint. Look at that. That's gonna annoy the frack out of me. I wish you could turn that off. Anyway. Why do mods do that, man? So this looks great. It looks good driving in. It's like a real place. I would say... What else do we need? So the question is, can we get a whole farming setup, like a mini farming setup? We need a little tiny harvester and a small tractor with some small implements to make that field into something that we could use. Definitely a self-propelled baler would be realistic. In all seriousness. Yeah, we looked at these. I think. Why is it red? Isn't Deutz always green? Yeah, there we go. That's harsh. That's good. Should be white, silver, silver. We did it. A daring maneuver on Arthur's part. We need to get a header for that. The dogs are doing something up there, man. Let's see. 4.8 meter. 4.3.6. They can handle a 4.8. Right? Yeah. And we do the first green. Yep. And trailer. Doing the same thing. First green. White. Okay. So this is not going to get used till next year, but I figure if we got the money now, we might as well do it. It's not bad looking, actually. I'm not depressed. I'm impressed. And there we perfect. My dogs are, you can hear them. I think you guys can hear them. Stop it! They're doing something bad, and I don't even want to go up and know what it is, because once I go up, then I'm going to get stuck up there, because they're going to have to go outside, and then they're going to do a bunch of running around, and it's just going to all be bad news. I'm just seeing if I have any mod Deutzes. Deutz? I don't. They just have the high-end ones, and I don't want that. I was looking for vintage. Let me see what I can find. I'll be right back. And so we have our really poor man's Insta Farmer kit. We've done this for under $200,000. I've got Parker Chaser Wagon. This is like a total American style seed or grain cart. Got our seeder, very basic. There's no fertilizer, nothing going on. Cultivator, tractor, harvester, and I picked up a pair of tractors. This, you never know. I don't really need to, but these were cheap. This one I'm going to use for the, like, to pull the trailer around. It can also be used to move the header trailer, because I think we're probably going to have to do that. And you say Deutz, right? Like, what? This is an American farm. Why are you picking Deutz? Well, a lot of the small farms in our area actually have, I've been noticing more and more, like, little tractors that they use for their regular work. They use Kubota and stuff like that, but we actually have one of these. We have a DX. It's a, I got to look at it again. I think it's a DX4, but it's like a 6. 4.6 at my wife's farm. There's one out, I was out back the other day, and I'm like, is that a Deutz? Like, sure enough, it's the owner of the building owns the tractor. It's in pretty bad disrepair. It's been taken apart, and they're using it. They're going to rebuild it, though. But here you have, you know, in America, one of these right in my own backyard. I actually work at one. I'll have to get a video of it at some point to show you guys. But I have one of these right in my backyard here in Ohio. So it's not unheard of to see these out there. The Agritronic, this guy, maybe a little bit less. Look at that perfect setup, though, for the cart puller. Pretty slick. That's so cool. All right, I'm going to send him so we can send him home. We haven't done this in a while. One of the unsung greats of Farm Sim. Take, really? He does not exist according to this. Well, the harvester, let's see. We're going to say set destination. I guess the agritronic you cannot do that with. I'm going to just put that right here. Actually facing that way, yep. And I'm going to set up the... Nope. Already having issues. Oh, look at that charger. Whoa, that's a crazy color. The Deutz is all over the road. He's already knocked his header loose. There he goes. That's pretty sweet. And like I said, I know it's not necessarily, but even look at this. Okay, look over here. Got an old Massey, it looks like. No, that's Allison that's a Chalmers. Alice Chalmers. Is this ours? This is not ours, is it? Nope. Now, this tractor, like most American tractors, only has... I've made it a little bit more realistic in that it only has a rear hitch. American tractors in general don't have the front PTO. So we've got a German tractor, but we're keeping it American style. I thought that was empty. Look at how cool this tractor is, though. This is neat. A little throwback to Farm Sim 15 there. And a tractor that we're pretty at home with. All right, so let's go ahead and send him. You. Nope, wrong one. You got what I need. You are going to go set destination. I'll put you right behind him. There we go. And we'll just need to come back for the cedar. But I'm going to tear up those... I'm going to tear up the... look out! I'm going to tear up those sugar beets. So, I think we are... Once we get this stuff back and put away, we'll be ready to start our play session. I'm super excited about this series. And this is actually one that I'm very interested in, because we haven't done anything with our vineyards ever in the game. So I'm excited to see how that turns out. And oh, we still need to build the vines. We can't do that until next year, though. So we'll do that within the series somehow. I'll have to sub in a bunch of money. We're all catching that harvester. The tractor, I think, is getting ahead of me there. So we finally got a gravity wagon in the game. It's one of the only one that's available. Uh-oh, worker ease blocked by an object. Did he figure it out? Okay, he figured it out. Good. He takes some wide turns. So does this cart have a cover or anything? Let's see. Oh, stop engine. Oh, you can look at that. You can elongate the hitch. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but maybe just safety. Other than that, though, no, there's no. There we go. Is he done? I guess that's where he's ending. All my Deutz equipment strewn out across the farm fields. Blocked by an object. He's not blocked by an object. What are you talking about? Oh, no, now he's catching up again. Whoa, did you see that truck with all the bales on it? That was cool. There's our vineyard. Man, that looks cool. This is going to be great. I'm so looking forward to this. This will be fun. Now the real question is, where am I going to park this cart? That's the real question. Oh, where do you park your cart, baby? Where do you park your cart? I'll tell you where I'm going to park the cart. I'm going to shove it right here. Tongue short. There we go. Disconnect tongue. And let's see. It's all that stuff there. We'll figure out where to put these in a minute. Gonna get this guy. Whoa. Not sure what that's all about. Man, it's been a long time since I've driven an Agritronic. This brings back farm sim memories. Dang. What a good looking tractor. It's still a good looking tractor. The Frenchies in their tractors. Actually, it's not French. It's Deutz. Gonna put this in here. Go. And this guy, let's see. I'll put him back on the road. He won't find his way back if I leave him here. But I'm going to take him, I'm going to send him back to the shop while we put some of this stuff away. Set destination, pick a target location. That is going to be right here. There we go. Hello, friend. And I think what we'll do is we're going to just do like canola and soybeans on this field, just to make a little extra income at the end of each year. You got the acreage, you might as well make some. You got the acreage, you might as well make acreage. Bad joke. Bad joke. It didn't even make sense. Look at that with our little pond. Man, this is going to be a great series. I'm going to park. That's quite a heavy gear shifter. Clunk, clunk. Clunk, glunk. Sweet. And I love the big oil filter there on the side, that big white filter. You guys can see that. Little details like that. It's too bad it's very octagonal, but at least the grill is see-through. This tractor is pretty good looking for a mod, like for a not included in the game mod. It's actually really nice. I'm impressed. The hood's a little rough, but that's all right. It's not a new tractor, it's used. There we go. Oops. And this tractor is just going to go right here. Because that's pretty much going to handle, his job is going to be to handle these trailers. So it's like a one-trick tractor. Maybe some other trailering too if the Jeep doesn't work out. So the already rusting Jeep. Not that that's that unrealistic. Actually, my Jeep, I never had rust, and I had the Jeep for years, so I guess I shouldn't say that, but now that Fiat owns them, who knows? Now, I did get arms for these. I don't know if we're going to need them, but just, I'm assuming down the line we may. And it looks like we're going to need to add a seed dispenser at the farm, too. That's the last thing that we'll do. And I think then we'll put down, I'm going to fast forward time. Well, no, because we're going to start the series. So I'm going to figure out how to do that. But I think what I'll do is I'll set it so that there's no seasons. I'll lay the stuff down, and then we'll start the series. So that's how we're going to handle that situation. Then we can start. Because I want it to... Oops. 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 Wait a minute. What happened? Okay, just send him home. You just go home now. You. Set destination. No. There he goes. He's gonna get stuck on somebody. That's a big implement. And so the last piece of equipment comes home. I've taken out a huge loan. We will not make that part of the beginning, but I think what we're going to do to play the game I need to set a goal so that I know when we're done. Because here's the thing, I always end up just ending series. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to set a goal and reach that goal. So my goal for this farm is to pay off the debt. We'll have a $250,000 starting debt. And to make $1 million. That's our goal for this farm. To make $1 million after paying off the $250,000 so that we have $1 million in the bank. And that's my goal. So let's go ahead and pop this in here, and then we're going to go ahead and put those vineyard strips down, and we should be good and ready to start the series. I've turned seasons off for the time being. And we're going to park this tractor just like this. There we go. So we're all ready for a play session. We've got our tractors in the barn and everything's ready to go. This is going to be fun. I'm so excited about this. Yep. So we made a significant investment and now it's time to pay the piper. So let's go in the back. I should theoretically now be able to put down our lines of Coke. That was a drug reference, sorry. It was a joke, folks. Joke, not funny. Orchards, Orchard. Okay, so we're going to take it. Yeah, I know distance too short. Thanks. It's gonna let me do it. Yeah. Woo! So then what you do is you put the pointer here and you click it over. When it appears, now you can build another row. And you make it along such lines as these. Same length. Goop. We'll see how many of these we can afford. It's crazy how expensive these things are, man. Look at this. It's going to take $500,000. We'll probably have to put more money in. I have a feeling that we're not going to. Now, the nice thing is it's kind of auto snapping to where it goes next. See that? And it just snaps to the next one. So it's doing it for us automatically. Now, that said, most of the wineries that I go to, and I'm not, in real life, I'm not a winery, specialist, but they, most of them don't really have that many vines. And it's hand-picked. They don't use machinery to do it. So we're kind of breaking the law because the game doesn't allow you to do hand-picking. Now, if we played the orchards in Farmer's Dynasty actually, they don't have orchards in Farmer's Dynasty. In the Farm Expert, the game that came, the predecessor to Farmer's Dynasty, you actually got to, you had a trailer that people would stand on and they would pick the grapes or whatever the fruit was off the plants by hand. But you drive the little tractor and you see the guys pulling the plants. So if you park until they were done working, and when they stopped working, you knew it was time to move to the next place. That's not going to work there because of the. Yeah. We will eventually. We'll run some of these up there, but yeah. See, we're going to need more money. We're already running out of money. This is a monster field, though. This is going to be a lot of work. Like, I don't think you realize the tractor is going to have to go up and down this at least 3 times a season. The harvester is going to have to go up twice because once for the fertilizer, once for the. So this is a pretty intense vineyard. Like, we already probably have enough. Any extra grapes we'll have to sell. To maybe we'll get a grape processing facility. We'll see. But I don't know. I'm not sure how much the vineyard takes in. But we'll see. And then we'll have a nice, every year we'll have a nice big, you know, like pile of wine to sell. And we'll have it either, I think we'll probably have to just take it with our pickup truck to start with. And then we'll get a semi truck eventually and distribute it. Is that as long? How long does this go? Oh, wow. I mean, we really could. I'm not sure how many of those lines we'll get done, but we'll try. Those are $22,000. We'll get like 5 of them. So I think that's enough with the money. We will not. We're going to start the farm with $50,000 and $250,000 of debt. It's going to be tough. That's going to be okay. That's too far anyway. All right. So we'll keep them this length. This is just going to be the default length. Whoops, that didn't take. So this part's pretty easy. Once again, it's not rocket science. You just go back and forth. Once again, it'll appear when you're ready to do it. That's how you keep it nice and even. And that's the row that you're going to work. And these are going to be a lot of work. I may set up my steering wheel to do it because this is the kind of work where you actually sit inside the cab and do it, because you need to stay on track. And so it's more, what's the matter? Why aren't we doing it here? Wasn't letting me do it for a second. That was kind of strange. Yeah, I think we're going to get it done. If I were to take it all the way down there, then no. But I don't think we need to do that. That's a little. This is plenty for us to do. Say 2 more rows, and we're golden. I can feel the warmth, that warm air, that warm August air. So if we want to expand it, before we have to go to another field, we can always lengthen these grapevines down that way, which is kind of cool too. All right, so there's that. So we are done planting. And there we go. Oh yeah. So that cost us $500,000. Yeah, I mean, that's insane. $500,000. The price is down a little bit. I feel like last time I made it, it was like $900,000. Of course, then again, if you factor in the harvester, it's like $1 million. It'd be interesting to see how many years it takes us to make $1 million doing this. But these are our nice. These are pretty big rows of grapes. That's a lot of grapes. So I'm happy with that. Are you happy, Winery? You better be. All right, so that's pretty cool. All right, so now I'm going to turn it back to seasons on. 1 day per month, fixed visual months. Nope. Snow on. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Okay. And it kept it, right? Crops. Seasonal growth, yes. Okay. Okay, so seasons are on. There's nothing here now because there's nothing on the vine, obviously. That won't have until next year. So let's take a look here. This is our neighbor's yard. Eventually we'll buy this and expand there, but if we have time. So the next step when we get started, we're going to be plowing this up and turning it into a soybean field for our little harvester. But we are ready to go. So ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this last of the building series as we put together our vineyard. And we have now a nice actual vineyard to go with our vineyard. And there's actual grapes that are going to grow here now. So excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, I sincerely hope you enjoyed this video. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. I will see you next time on Farm Sim 22 as we start our Richland Valley Winery. Or wait, RVV, Richland Valley Vineyard. That's it. Have a good night. See you next time. Bye.